Welcome back. It's your girl, Miss J, and we're about to get into another episode of Talks with Jay podcast. In this episode, we're going to talk about whether men or women have a type, and whether having a type is right or wrong. So, let's get into this episode. Episode 33. Types. So, do you have a type? I think most men and women have a type that they are attracted to. I think certain features and characteristics about a person can catch your eye, catch your attention. For example, most women probably like men who have facial hair, a nice beard. Then you have those men who, can grow facial hair. It is what it is. And then you have those men who try to cut their facial hair off to try to fake look younger. It's not working. We're on to your game, men. And then you have women. Then you have men. Men who like women who have big asses and big titties. And it's like, once they notice that a woman doesn't have a big ass and big titties, you want to rack her, you rat her off, she's out of there. But also, I think having a type also separates us all from one another, too. If we all had the same type, we would all be pretty much copycats and boring. So, by us all having our own types, that's what separates us and makes us all different. I'm not going to say that it's right to have a type, and I'm not going to say that it's wrong to have a type. I think it's a 50-50 split. Because who am I to tell you that you shouldn't like a certain type of man, or you shouldn't go after a certain type of woman. That's not really my place to tell you that. You like what you like, and that's cool. Is there a negative to having a type? I think the negative to having a type is that because you have a type, you miss out on so many amazing people, all because you wrote them off because they weren't your type, or let's say off a first glance or first interaction, you deem them not your type. So I think that those are the negatives to having a type. You miss out on a lot of people because you automatically just write them off. And it is what it is. You like what you like, and can't nobody tell you to stop liking what you like. But on the other hand, is it fair to have a type and miss out on so many potential amazing people because of you having that type? No. Having a type is cool, but it's so many people that you automatically disqualify, though. And I think it should be a level playing field. Um, so you just gotta figure out the battle of having a type. That's just like a person being bad for you, but you still pursue them and you have them around, knowing that they're no good for you, but it's something about them that draws you in, that you can't get enough of them. So it's like they're bad for you, but you view them as good for you because of the connection that you feel with them. I don't know. I think everybody's entitled to have their own type. Nobody's to tell you whether your type is right or wrong, because who am I or anybody else to judge what you like? So I say, have your type, but be mindful of the types that you have. And when I say be mindful, maybe having your type hasn't worked out like you thought it would. So maybe you need to go over your type with a fine tooth comb and get the kinks out to the point of maybe it's time to pick a new type. If all your situations with that certain type of person that you're attracted to and you're drawn to have never really worked out, then maybe it's time to go back to the drawing board and revamp most likely what your type is. Um, you know, having a type doesn't have to end up with you basically being alone. Have a type, go after that type, and if you continuously see that your type isn't working, maybe go for a new type. Step out your comfort zone. Go beyond what your normal boundaries are, and maybe you'll discover that there's more to your type than what you normally were looking for, but you were too comfortable to explore the options. Stop playing it safe. Get out there and explore, because you may say you have a type, but I don't think you really know what your type is until you really get out there and explore. And after exploring for a time period, then you can really say, oh, this is definitely my type. My type is boom, 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 boom. And this is my type for whatever reasons. Yeah. We all have our types, and that's just what it is. So, in conclusion, we basically talked about um, whether men and women have types. Is there a negative to having a type? Um, yeah, so I basically just gave my opinion on those two topics. So yeah, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Talks with Jay podcast. Subscribe, tell a friend about us, about me, and stay tuned to the next episode.